Hey guys, I want you to stop whatever you are doing for just next few minutes. Because what I'm about to tell you is not just another theory or a clickbait headline. It's a reality check that most people are not ready for. Have you ever woken up with a strange feeling that something enormous is happening in the world, but no one around you is talking about it? As if the rules are quietly being rewritten, the power structures are shifting, and the people we think are in charge actually are not anymore. While we have been busy scrolling, streaming, and surviving, a silent transformation has already begun. And it's not just about politics or policy anymore. It's about code, it's about data and speed. In a world accelerating at a lightning speed where technology is no longer just a tool but the foundation of modern power, something deeper is underway, something that is reshaping not just how governments operate but who truly controls them. When India launched its digital initiative, it was not just about bringing services online. It was a bold move to reinvent governance itself, to reduce corruption, increasing transparency, and finally make government move at the speed of its people. For a while, it seemed like a glimpse into the future of governance. But while India was focused on connecting its citizens, something far more radical and futuristic began unfolding in the United States. Because over there, the goal is not just to digitize paperwork or launch better websites. The goal is to rebuild the entire engine of the government from the ground up. Imagine a government that functions like a Silicon Valley startup, agile, data driven, brutally efficient, and capable of evolving in real time. This is where DOGE comes in, the Department of Government Efficiency. And no, it is not a joke. It might sound like a meme, but that is the part of its genius. Behind the name lies a mission to dismantle outdated bureaucracy, to erase bloated systems running on 1970s code and replace them with intelligent frameworks powered by data, automation, and machine learning. And at the center of this revolution is a man, Elon Musk, the chaos agent, the man who turned reusable rockets from fantasy into reality, who made autonomous vehicles mainstream, and who transformed Twitter into a digital battlefield. Now he is taking on the most complex broken machine of all, the US government, not from the outside but from within. DOGE is not just a committee or experiment, it's an entirely new operating system for power, a stealth initiative to make government function like software, adaptive, learning, and self-improving. This is not science fiction, it's already happening, and if you are still thinking in terms of elections, speeches, and red tape, you have already been left behind. Welcome to DOGE. Alright, let's break a huge misconception right now. If you only looked at DOGE on the surface, you might be thinking, what is the big deal? Just another department handed out to a Trump loyalist as a political reward, right? A fancy title to fix bureaucracy and speed things up. Just another checkbox in the political circus. But if that's all you see, you are missing the real picture. Because what is happening underneath, it's much, much bigger. This is not some boring government makeover. This is Silicon Valley firepower injected directly into Washington. Imagine a government not crawling with red tape, but moving like a startup. Fast, lean, ruthless. A system rebuilt from scratch, optimized, automated, and running on code. And who is at the center of this transformation? Not Bezos, not Zuckerberg, not Bill Gates. It's Elon Musk. Because think about it, Elon already controls the digital battlefield. He owns the narrative, the internet through Starlink, the roads through Tesla, the skies through SpaceX, and AI race through XAI, and even your brain's interface through Neuralink. He is not just building products, he is constructing the future itself. So when DOGE was quietly taking shape behind closed doors, the real power players did not want a policy expert. They did not want a bureaucrat. They wanted someone who could reprogram the entire system like software. Someone who thinks in systems, not in speeches. Someone bold enough to treat government like a broken operating system and rewrite it from the ground up. And that is why this story is not about politics anymore. It's about power, it's about code, it's about who really controls the future and how they are quietly reshaping it while the world watches. Think about it. Why does it take weeks to get a passport? Why are we still filing taxes with systems from the 80s? Why does fixing anything in government feel like waiting in a line at a broken ATM? Meanwhile, China is building AI powered smart cities, even India has Aadhaar and UPI, the US still stuck in the analog age. So, what do you do when superpower is becoming slow, bloated, and irrelevant? You bring in the guy who builds rockets faster than NASA and creates internet satellites that connect war zones and rural villages. You give him a badge and say, fix it before it breaks completely. But here's the part that really matters to you. Why should you care? Because if DOGE works, it could become the blueprint for governments everywhere. A completely new way to run nations. Imagine a world where getting any license, benefit, or ID takes seconds. No middlemen, no paperwork, no delays. Sounds like a dream, right? A government that works at the speed of your smartphone. But here's the twist. The dream comes with a price. When you inject speed and efficiency, you also invite surveillance and control. Data-driven governance, and let's be real, Elon is not doing this out of charity. He gets access to infrastructure, to policy making, to contracts, to influence, and possibly to the future structure of global power.
Claims that DOGE not only accessed data from his agency, but also took a substantial amount of sensitive data with them.
Is an individual who owns companies that have existing investigations. He has a direct interest in getting information about the seriousness of those investigations. He has interest in getting information about investigations against his competitors.
DOGE is not just a department, it's a new power center, a system that does not just optimize government but shifts the balance of influence in ways we have never seen before. And now the real question is, would you want your country to run like a corporation? Fast, cold, efficient, no unions, no delays, just algorithms and a dashboard monitoring your every move. And when the next crisis hits, economic crash, institutional collapses, loss of trust, people won't demand elections, they will demand results. That is when someone like Musk becomes more than just a CEO. He becomes the system itself. Think about it. The future of governance is not who holds the power, it is how power is executed. Imagine this. You woke up one day and the entire US government has been reduced to a single seamless app, DOGE. It looks clean, it feels fast. You tap a button, scan your iris, and boom, password approved. No lines, no bribes, no paperwork. Need a government job? DOGE pulls your data from X, your Tesla drive logs, maybe even your Neuralink feed, and instantly ranks you based on your ideal psychological productivity. But wait, you try to protest a new policy, you haven't been even posted anything yet, you are thinking about it, and before your finger even taps send, DOGE already knows and shadow banned you instantly and silently. You did not even break a law, you didn't even speak, but algorithm decided you are too dangerous to be heard. And here's where it gets wild. People are going crazy. Why? Because everything just works. No corruption, no delays, no middlemen. For the first time, the system feels smart, clean, almost perfect. But that is exactly the trap. Comfort turns into control. At first, you are just handing over data. Then you are handing over your power. Eventually, without even realizing it, you have handed over democracy itself. Because DOGE is not built to care about feelings or fairness or freedom. It's built to optimize. And if one day the algorithm decides you are no longer efficient, you disappear. Not with a bang, not with a trial. Just gone. Digitally first, your access revoked, your ID disabled, your voice shadowed, then maybe physically next. No protest, no praise, no outrage. Just system cleaned. That is the genius and that is the danger of DOGE. A system so good that you don't even notice what is replacing. Now zoom out. DOGE is not just America's new toy. Insiders are saying it's built to scale like IMF or NATO. Think IMF or NATO, but instead of armies or bailouts, this is governance as a service. Sources say the US could soon roll out DOGE packages to countries like India, Brazil, and Nigeria, pitching it as the ultimate upgrade. Kill corruption, streamline bureaucracy, welcome to the future of democracy. Sounds great on the surface, but let's stop and think. What does that actually mean? It means a Silicon Valley engineered operating system running World governments, not with tanks, not with coups, but with code. This is not colonization through war. This is a digital colonization, powered by algorithms, influence, and backdoor access. No blood, no borders, just quiet control, disguised as innovation. You are probably asking, why would any country hand over their entire data, their people, their entire government to a tech giant? Then here's the kicker, guys. Because it works. In countries drowning in corruption, inefficiency, and bureaucracy, where getting anything done takes months, DOGE is a miracle. Fast, clean, scalable. No politics, no delays, just results. Leaders facing failing systems see it as a lifeline, not a threat. Shortcut to progress and stability. And when billions in global partnership depend on your country running efficiently, you don't just want DOGE, you need it, even if it means handing over your digital sovereignty. Sure, countries could build their own system, but it is not just tech, it is trust. DOGE plug and play backed by US infrastructure, satellites, and military grade systems. By the time your country finishes building its version, DOGE 6.0 is already live. Once enough countries adopt DOGE, opting out becomes impossible. It is the new standard for trade, visas, and credit scores. It's like saying no to internet in 1999. You will be left behind. And here's the catch, guys. You have already given your data away. Every time you see a free app or sign up for a foreign service, you are feeding the machine. Not now. DOGE wants your behavior as a citizen. How you vote, how you pay taxes, and how you follow rules. Governments did not give away sovereignty. They are just catching up. It's not forced, it's welcomed. People trust private platforms more than their own governments. So why not let the tech giants run it all? So ask yourself, do you trust your government more than the tech giants? Because the future of governance is already here, and it is powered by DOGE. Whether we like it or not, the world's heading there. Fast. So now the question is not if this will happen. The real question is when it does. Will you even realize it?